Nghe không? Nghe không? Mở cái sound coi. Nghe.
Nghe thầy.
Hi. Yeah, please sit around the circle. It's on the table. Hi, how you been? Hi, Caitlin. Josh here.
No, Kelly's here.
Josh here.
Oh, it's okay. No, he's sick.
Oh, he's sick.
Yes.
Uh,
Let me see.
yeah. Hi, Ivan. How you been?
I'm good. How are you, Todd?
Hi.
And 100 the sound to the screen. And let me see. And the speaker. HDMI.
We're secondary teachers. We're going to be. So it's just that some.
Nói thầy nghe thầy.
Yes.
Ủa sao nó không qua cái tivi kìa?
Really, yeah. That's super cool.
Nó lại thầy. Nó lại coi.
Hi, on the shoulder. Nice slide one here. Đó.
Criteria. Connections. Where are you hoping to teach? I graduate home teacher abroad. Oh, okay. Where?
A nice slide qua bển á.
Years, Korean time. English. What about you? History teacher. A history teacher. Oh, what school would you like to?
The history teacher.
Where do you live?
Stratford.
Oxford? Oh, okay.
Nice slide bên tay phải á. Cái slide có phải. Nice slide bên tay phải.
What?
Yeah, hi. Hi, Miss Kristen.
Okay.
Yeah, hi everyone. Yeah. How you been?
What are you? Yes. What class?
Language arts.
Language arts on grade 12. And where are you going to be teaching?
Nghe không thầy?
Nghe. Tôi slide trở lại đi. Nãy slide bên tay phải đi.
Okay, I teach at Blake Russell.
It's good thầy.
They're on there.
Yeah.
Để cái cell phone nó rõ hơn. Để gọi cái cell phone để trên bàn rõ hơn. Còn cái này nó echo á.
Okay.
Nó echo để mở cái cell phone để trên bàn.
The audio not working?
It's working, but I speaking about the echo. Yeah. Can use a cell phone. Yeah, put on the table. Turn off the sound.
My voice echo.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. On this one here. Yeah, sorry. And yeah, sorry. And would you call me because we concerned we cannot hear. That's why you.
Dạ thưa thầy nghe con không?
Need to turn on this one. Yeah. Can you hear me? And yeah. So it's the echo. Can you hear me now? Anan, everyone, can you hear me? Okay. Turn on đi, khỏi cần mở này, turn on đi, turn on được rồi. Tắt cái điện thoại được rồi. Okay, let me try. Okay, so can you hear me now? Everyone, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you thầy.
Yeah.
No more echo. No more echo.
Sure, I turn up the cell phone. Ivan, can you hear? I cannot hear. Sorry. Okay. I'd like to share with you this one here. What Buddhist the meditation is about. Even the Buddha, before passing away, he enters what we call jhana, or meditative to state of mind. Miss Kirsten, you know what's meant by jhana?
Absorption.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Can you see the chart here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now here, you see that? Unconsidered.
Yeah, I think see, look, can you make it bigger? It's kind of small.
Too small?
Yeah, can you make it bigger? It's hard to read.
It's better?
A little bit.
A little bit better. Okay, you see that's this unconsidered mind, right? Normal state of mind. And seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, feeling, and thinking. So these are the unconstituted mind. There is day-to-day general state of our mind here, right? It process a vast amount of data, and the next level is constitute abide state of mind. So we have what we call hearing, thinking, hearing, and so forth, right? Feeling, but deeper. So what we call deep abiding state of mind, right? The thinking and the deeper state of mind. And here, have you seen this one before, Ivan? The charge of our mind before?
Yes.
Yeah. So here, this gamma. If we talk about gamma here, beta, alpha, theta, and delta. So here inside peak force expand consciousness, alertness, relaxation, meditation, intuition, memory, detached awareness, healing, sleep, and this charge is more detailed. This is gamma here, right? This is our daily activities here, and beta. When we drink coffee and energy drink, various stimulants. This one here. This is alcohol, marijuana, relaxation, some anti-depression. This one here, weight depression, and this is very deep here. Infra low. This is our state of mind. This is the wave length of our brain, and that they can measure through modern technology now. And here, it defines the meanings of samadhi and jhana. Samadhi refers to one specific mental factor, one pointedness. As when we really focus our mind on one thing, that's called one pointedness. That's called samadhi. Jhana refers to a whole group of mental factors contribute to a meditative state of mind. And these two meaning of jhana, that means absorption, mental absorption, meditative absorption, burn up defilement, contemplation, contemplate on the object. And so that's what's the meaning here. I just want to give you some idea, right, about what's the state, the meditative absorption, and these are the techniques how to attain those state of mind, how to attain the jhana. You can focus on earth, water, fire, air, right? Like we can absorb the breath, that's mean the air. You can absorb on the kind of color, so that you can focus on your mind, and this 10 kind of fullness, 10 kind of recollection, for abidance, for immature state, one perception, one defiance. There's a lot, so I just want to give you the information briefly. Later on, we can discuss further in detail. And here's what the preparation for jhana, or meditative state of mind, or meditative absorption. So these are the 4 factors to prepare: virtue, morality, choose good friends, to meditation subject, choose suitable dwelling. So these are the list here. So the 5 jhana factors: apply thought. That means we feel focus on our mind, the application of our mind to the object, to sustain the thought, to have some kind of rapture, and to have some kind of happiness, one-pointness. So the first jhana has those major factors. Is this Kaylee, is it understandable, right? I go too fast, it's okay.
This is brand new to me, so I kind of understand a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Later on we can go in detail, but I give you guys the brief introduction, right? Later on, eventually you if you do meditation frequently, you would know this type of explanation. Yeah. Miss Kirsten, you heard about this before, right? You learned about this before, right?
Yeah, yes, I mean, I've seen it explained in a different way, but I feel like I understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is two process. Process of abandon, let go of any kind of attachment. The process of acquiring the state of those meditative absorption. So these are the factors which I just explained. This the level, the five material level from first to four in the material jhana. That's that deeper. The base of boundless space, the base of boundless consciousness, the base of nothingness, the base of neither perception, nor non-perception. So Ivan, have you read this one before, or is it first time?
I don't know of these as the names you're presenting them, Ty. I know from the EKG from brainwave frequencies of delta for gamma.
Okay. Yeah, here today I just give you the information, and later on we can discuss in detail. And then probably the first time, right? You heard Buddhist kind of jhana, right? And then you follow, right?
I heard this is my first time hearing about the word jhana, but I heard about the different brain waves, the different just from my own psychology back in my college days. I heard some of that meditation state, different states. You may have different brain wave, how your brain wave, so on and so forth. I may have heard that before, but not necessarily linked to the Buddhism per se.
Yeah.
But meditation, I assume that probably in that certain state. But I'm not sure which brainwave frequency or would that entail.
No, later I just give you briefly the information. Later on, we can discuss in detail bit by bit. Here the jhana, the state of mind, or the consciousness. The first jhana, clarity, about to exam and detach oneself from worldly desire. The second jhana, happiness, joy as the mind is calm. Third jhana, joy, equanimity. The four, equanimity, clear, calm, peaceful. So these are the first four state of jhana. If you really do meditation, you can go deeper and deeper. This state of mind here. The first jhana here. This is the charge here. The first initial effort is an attainment here, and the rapture, happiness here. That's the charge here. I just give you this information. Okay, here is so the first jhana, the five abundance, five hindrance, dread, and sensuous desire, ill will, sloth, and torpor, restlessness, and worry, doubt. So when we do meditation, when we sit there, we have a lot of restlessness, or we have all kind of mental fluctuation. Sometimes we have some kind of ill will, sometimes we have resentment, or sometimes we fall asleep. So in the first jhana, it helps us to reduce those hindrances. And this is here, we can transform dread and sensual desire to the one fullness of the mind. You will, when our mind calm down, we transfer to what is rapture, and sloth and torpor transfer to applied thought. Restlessness and worry is transfer to happiness. Doubt is transferred to substance thought. So that's why we can acquire this by after, but even for the first jhana. So, Miss Kirsten, is it familiar with you, right? Familiar for you, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah. So every time, Reverend Nanda guides us through our meditations, and we always it's it's repeated every time you hear it. It's always exactly so. Memorize it, and it goes, and that's what you're clearing out of your mind. Doubt, sloth, torpor, anger, hatred, jealousy, greed.
Yeah.
So I have that in like as a default tape recorder in my head. Like I know exactly what that is. I hear it twice.
Yeah. So Kaylee, is it understandable for this charge?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, this is the first jhana. Right.
So this is all like our when we're doing meditation.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So that's your hindrance. That's what's like the.
Okay.
So let's say when you sit in meditation, right? Somehow you can transform your rumination, that means the thinking, into the happiness. That means you attain that state of mind. You won't have any more rumination. You don't won't have any more fluctuation of your thoughts. That's what this is about, the first jhana there. Okay, and the second one, disappearance of appliance and substance thought. So you have only one pointness of the mind, rapture and happiness. And for the third, you
And
have.
I think that's where language falls away, like where
Yes.
where
Yeah.
you're no longer kind of having any sort of language appearing in your mind.
Yes.
Like
I'm sorry, I cannot. Sorry, can you let me know your names? Yeah. We discussed together. What's your name, please?
Taylor.
What's your name? Can you type? Thầy giáo đạo, can you type his name, their name on the board, please? Yeah, we'll type on the chat. So probably this is really strength for you guys, right? Have you guys meditated before?
Okay. Taylor.
Oh, Taylor. Okay.
Yeah. And then Bailey. Like that. Yes. And you were
John.
with an H.
Yes.
Okay.
John. Okay. Have you guys done any meditation before?
No, I haven't.
No, sir.
No. Okay. So let's say Tyler, have you done any meditation before?
Not really, no.
Never?
I would not say so now.
Oh, really? This is the first time? Today is the first time?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
anymore.
No.
Yeah. How about Baylor? Have you done meditation before?
I haven't done it in like a group or anything that was super like timed or organized or anything. So today was I would say my first like real first
Yeah.
version of meditation.
So today's session is too long for you, or it's okay?
I thought it would be long, but it didn't feel long or overwhelming. I have really bad focus issues, so I thought I wasn't going to be able to, but it was okay.
How about you, John? Have you done any type of meditation before?
I had before in my martial arts class, but that was just a little bit of a side thing.
Oh, so like Ivan, right? You do martial art and you do meditation to Ivan, right?
Yeah, I do martial arts, meditation, qigong, moving arts.
Okay. So how about Miss Kirsten? So how you think about those states that how could you transform? Let's say, for example, the anger in the mind. You see,
You can learn to recognize. Well, first of all, yeah, you can learn to recognize the conditions of anger. So what it is in your mind. So the anger isn't coming from outside of you, right? It's so that is something you have conditioned your mind to respond like that. So through Buddhist psychology or through just meditation, you can understand that that's just some sort of condition that arise. Anything that has the ability to arise has the ability to go away and change. So you're, of course, you know, that anger and those conditions are all things that come and go. And if you can just kind of ride out the impermanence of the anger, and there are some meditations also, I suppose, that are real specific in transforming anger. When we do loving kindness meditation, one of the objects of loving kindness meditation we do is we offer loving kindness to our enemies, or the people that cause us problems. So there's a number, there's quite a number of, I think, Buddhist applications in addressing anger.
Yeah, how about Baylor? So when you do meditation, you feel you can transform your anxiety much?
I'm sorry, one more time.
When you do meditation, you feel that you can have ability to transform your anxiety?
Yes, that was the biggest thing that I was realizing during the meditation is I came in super anxious from a really bad week. And even just like the first like 15 minutes of just like the sitting and breathing, I felt so much better. And I don't know, that was crazy to me because normally I have to have someone talk me down for hours from being anxious. So it was really cool. I'll definitely be implementing it more.
Yeah, there's a lot of great Buddhist strategies mixed with some Western psychology that you can apply to whether if you're an anxious person or depression. There's a lot of great resources to apply to, you know, that you can practically apply to your life.
John, how often do you meditate? Yeah, John? Yeah.
I'm sorry, what's the question?
How often do you meditate?
Hardly ever. It's a very sporadic thing.
Yeah, how about you, Tyler? How often do you meditate, Tyler?
Not that often, and definitely nothing structured. I think there will definitely be times where I'll sit down and I'll say, okay, I'm going to sit in this one place and try to just calm my mind. But not as much as I should, for sure.
Yeah, Ivan, you meditate.
It's like he said, 3 minutes. Step by step.
Yeah, Ivan, you meditate frequently now, right?
Yeah, so I'm training martial arts 3 days a week now, plus my private practice. Yeah, so almost daily. I'm a little shy of daily.
How long?
Close.
How long is that? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes?
Probably in the martial arts classes, we have probably a half hour per class. And then this past week, I got at least 2 hours total.
Yes. So Kaylee, you started to do some sort of meditation at home with the children, with Josh too, right?
I usually do meditation with yoga, so not with the children. No, they will not meditate. The older one, she cannot calm her monkey mind, and she doesn't want to try to calm it. And then the younger one is just a monkey. So
yeah, definitely for the youth, right? At that age, it's not easy for them to cool their mind down. But let's say your youngest now that you can train her, right? At the early age, at the youngest.
She has some breathing strategies that we do. So we've worked on breath, and that helps, but not sitting to actually meditate.
Yeah, but step by step, there's many ways. Not you don't need to ask them to sit for 10 minutes. You can ask them to sit for 30 seconds or even a minute. That's more than enough for them to cool their
Okay.
mind.
I'll try. I'll try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. And then you start to do some kind of meditation at home at work. And then
Yes, I do when I can. I think I remind myself to whenever I have situations, it remind me of the breathing. I think the breathing technique will help me. I do much more than the actual sit down and or the process of meditation. I think we have the breathing technique of hey, remember, anchor your emotion in that breath. Even for 10, 1 minute, 30 seconds, whatever. I think those are probably the most helpful for me in my daily routines and things like that. But I have not been able to have a routine where I have sit down or have a quiet time to do the actual meditation. But I do use the technique of breathing to help control a lot of things in my life, which I think is very successful, I think.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, let me share with you one more times. According to psychologist, a scientist. So here is the point Janet state right here. This affect to our brain. Here the applied thought, this prefrontal cortex is active. So they I think they use MRIs or some kind of equipment, an instrument to measure that the substance thought and anterior cingulate cortex active too, and so forth. So, Ivan, have you heard this? Have you read this kind of information before, or is it brand new? This is like how they say how they scan the brain and they see that type of active around the brain. Have you seen this one before?
I've seen it in like an understanding of the EKG, right, and the brain wave. So your brain as racing in gamma is very anxious ridden and repetitive, and there's pressure, and right, and you're referring to it as first jhana. And as you travel down or up in your graph through these brainwaves, how that flow goes out both on the EKG, but also the current or racing ideas through the anxiety, through the pressure, jealousy, manifestations of those brainwaves, those motions.
Yeah, Miss Kirsten, have you read this kind of information? How this kind of meditative absorption relate to our brain? Have you read this kind of information before?
Yeah, yes, I have, and I know like a very well-trained meditator can get to, is it gamma?
Gamma's at top, delta's at bottom.
Yeah, so it can get to gamma pretty like whatever the way you want to go. Yeah. And sustain it for a long over long periods of time.
Yeah.
So but I know too. I think we looked at some of those brain scans maybe in this class, where even if it was like at 3 months and at 6 months. Maybe I'm thinking about.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So again, today I just give you this kind of brief introduction, and later on, the more we sit, the more we will discuss in detail about this type of effects to our brain, to our body, to our mentality. All right. So that's why I want to share with you and go back to here. So again, even the Buddha consumed the poison food, but before he passed away, he ended what they call this type of 9 successful absorption, 9 levels of meditative absorption. So he's quite different from us. He's quite extraordinary. Yeah, and again, he knew that his time is done. That's why he took that, and he praised the one that offered him the last meal. So last week we talked, right? We discussed that when someone provide us last meal, right? There's no way for us to receive or to accept that, right? Right, Ivan? It's not easy to accept if we know that is our last meal, right? Right, Ivan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, please, Ivan, can you read, please?
Adoration of relics. The Blessed One said, "Do not hinder yourself, Ananda, with honoring the remains of the Tathagata. Yet, on the other hand, he said, honor the relics of him who is worthy of honor, acting in the way you will go from this world to heaven. Which of these statements is right?"
That you can stop there. You can stop there. That's enough. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. You understand? Can you summarize it, please? Yeah.
I do understand, Ty. It's this idea of don't cripple yourself by placing something or someone on a pedestal above yourself. Honor everyone by acting in a way of peace or in presence.
Yeah. In Buddhism, honoring the Buddha relics, what it calls Sarira, is so important. Miss Kirsten, have you seen those type of Buddha relics before?
I mean, I've seen pictures of them. I've not been anywhere where they have them, but I've seen photographs.
And you know why Buddha relics or why the Arhat relics is so important in Buddhist view?
I'm not sure why they're so important. I know they are important, and I saw the relics of was it your teacher?
Not really. Here, let me share with you the.
But then I've seen other temples in Asia.
Yeah, here there's a Buddha relic here, but the Buddha finger relic. There's a finger here, or two, sorry, and somehow his relic is still growing. His hair relic, his blood relic, and so forth. So, but in especially in the mind of the late Buddhists, this kind of relic is so important because somehow they can relate the Buddha to them directly. Even he passed away for more than 2,500 years. That's why it's so important. Yeah, and even in the East, in some countries like Thailand, Burma, and Sri Lanka, they base on this kind of relic to approve whoever ascend to the throne, like the last king in the past, especially in Sri Lanka or Thailand. Yeah, so the Buddha relic is so important. Let's go back here. Here, the the king asked, the king demand Nagarjuna that okay, do not hinder yourself, right? You have to honor the man of the Tathagata, that's mean the Buddha relic, but somehow the Buddha says still you need to honor the one that that worthy of honors. So that's what this is about. Yeah. Taylor, would you mind to read the next one, Taylor?
It was not to all men, O king, but to the sons of the conqueror of monks that the first advice was given. Paying reverence to relics is not their work, but rather grasping the true nature of all formations, reasoning, paying attention to impermanence. insight meditation, getting hold of the essence of the meditation object, devotion to their own spiritual welfare, this is the work of the monks. Just, O king, as it is the business of princes to learn the arts of warfare, the laws of property, while husbandry, trading, and care of cattle are the business of householders.
Okay. You understand Buddhist? No, not much. What do you think?
Perhaps a little bit, but no, not a whole lot.
So basically, the Buddha say, well, yeah, you can pay respect and honor the Buddha remain, right? But that's not important. The important is that you need to understand the true nature of your own mind. That's why you need to pay attention on those type of information, right? Impermanence, that's the true nature of life. You need to do more practice. Mr. Kisan, can you explain this one? It's understandable, right?
Insight meditation, which is of course the way the Buddha explains the nature of reality, the nature of what you think is the self, the not self. And then the essence of a single pointed meditation object. Well, that's important. That's just very important for concentration, that you're able to get that stabilize. And I think at some point, like if you're that absorbed in it that somehow you become the object. I've heard descriptions of it. I've never gotten there, but anyways. And then of course, so spiritual welfare would be that you understand the ethics and what what the work of monks are. And so and then it says, okay, so that was the responsibility for his followers, just as it is kings and princes.
Yeah, and then you understand this process, right? Worshipping the Buddha relics is not much important than to do the practice, right? And then, right?
Yes, I agree. I have never seen what relics of Buddha is, and I always wondering, those thousands of years, how would we know what these relics actually truly belong to, who actually have them? And I don't know the history of that, and I don't know if I need to know that, but I'm just kind of curious and where these relics, who actually officially not own, but have these located. Is it like centrally located? Is it someone have the authority to have them? And which temple has the most, or the most relevant one? I don't know. I don't have that history or knowledge of it, so I'm curious to that answer if you have it.
Okay. Kaylee, you understand that in Buddhist view, especially for the practitioner, right? The Buddha mentioned that let's say the big temple or the relic or whichever outside there is not much important than the spiritual practice, spiritual path. You follow?
Yeah, we talked a lot about how the teaching of the Buddha is more important than just all the other stuff, and putting those teachings into practice.
Yeah, but of course we still depend upon the temple. We still need the place for us to have the shelter, and we for the lay Buddhists somehow they still need to have or to see the Buddha relic, whether it's true or not, to inspire their faith. But like the Buddha just mentioned, right? The true practice is more important. The true contemplation, achievement is more important. Yeah. All right. So yeah, Baylor, you like to read the next one, number 36, please?
Sure. The Buddha's foot is injured. You say that when the Blessed One walked along the great earth conscious though it is, filled up the hollows and leveled the ground before his feet. Yet you say that a splinter of rock grazed his foot. Why then didn't that splinter of rock turn away from his foot?
Probably you may not understand the background of this story, right?
I can't say that I understand, but
Mr. Kirsten, you know the background of this story? How could the Buddha first was injured? You know how?
I don't know the story of how he was injured, but I know there's so many things about his feet, the path that he walked, that but I don't know that story. But I mean I know for a very long time the only images that we had of the Buddha was large feet.
Ivan, you know? No? Okay. Yeah, so the background of this story is that Devadatta, because he was jealous at the Buddha, so he climbed up to the mountain and he pushed the big rock down with the intention to harm the Buddha. But when that big rock of boulder rolled down from the top of the mountain down to the hill, so it split out, and one of the small rock hit the Buddha's feet. That's what the background of this story is about. Okay. Yeah. Let's move on. Next one too. John, would you like to read next, please, John?
Sure. O king, the splintered rock did not fall by itself, but a rock was thrown down by Devadatta. Two rocks came together and intercepted it, but a splinter of rock broke off and grazed the blessed one's foot. A thing intercepted can easily slip through, just as water taken up in the hands can easily slip through the fingers.
Yeah, again, right? So this is the background, right? So Devadatta pushed that big boulder and they split out, or that big rock split out, and that hit the Buddha foot. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. So again, Mr. Kason, do you understand the meaning of this passage?
Of the passage. Oh, just I mean that was just part of Devadatta's attempt to overthrow cause friction in the song with overthrow it.
So even this
just a splinter of it broke off, and I mean, I guess it just slices, but I can't really see anything else in that.
So again, physical injuries is not much important for the Buddha.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can relate to you one story. I think I told you before. One holy monk, and he's really famous, and somehow he was jealous by all the people. So one day while he was walking in the forest to do meditation, so one guy stepped up and stabbed him in the belly with his knife. And so this holy monk said, "Wow, you better run away. My student would not endure this. I would not forgive you." That's the meaning. So yes, that man run away, and later on, his student came up and asked, "Who did stab you? Who did harm you?" And so this holy monk said, "Well, you don't need to ask a person. At the moment that you want to chase after the person, you are ignorant like that person. You still have anger at that person. That person killed my body, but that person could not kill my mind." So that's yeah, of course, for a holy monk they could say that, but not for us, right? Like Ivan, it's not easy, right, Ivan? Yeah. And Mr. Gilson, it's not easy for us, right?
No, it's too easy for us to start complaining.
Yeah, not easy. Yeah, not easy. When we encounter difficulties, not easy. When someone scold us, someone criticize us, not talking about when someone harm us physically, right?
Right.
Yeah, but for the holy monks, they would not care much about the body. And even Dalai Lama, I don't know whether you recognize him or not. Taylor, have you read or watched Dalai Lama movies or video clips before, Taylor?
Not really, no. I mean, I know. Oh, I just
No.
remember movies, no experience, no.
Baylor, you know Dalai Lama, right? No. John, you have an idea who is Dalai Lama is?
I know of Dalai Lama, but not much other than.
Right. Yeah. Kaylee, you know Dalai Lama, right?
Yes, I went to see him speak in Louisville a few years ago.
Yeah, 2013.
Yeah.
Miss Kaysen, you know, right? Can you tell them who's Dalai Lama, please?
So he is a reincarnated Bodhisattva. I can't remember which one. Which
The,
compassion Bodhisattva.
yeah.
So he's so he was a Tibetan. Is he is the Toku? He's also Toku. But anyways, he was exiled. He was ran out of Tibet. And the Chinese, I guess, invaded Tibet, and they were like, just coming and annihilating monks and monasteries, and so they escaped to India, and so then he was kind of named spiritual leader of the Buddhists. I mean, he still considers himself just a monk, but like as far as like an international Buddhist community, I guess he's considered a Buddhist leader, although there's lots of other traditions. This tradition is very different than what he practices or what Theravada practice, but like just kind of as a worldwide, just saying we're all one. We all teach Dhamma. That he was just kind of appointed spiritually.
Yeah, you guys can. Yeah.
I think, isn't he? Or no? Or is he still his arm solid?
Yeah, Taylor, Baylor, and John, you can take my Buddhist class at IUS. You learn more about Buddhism there. Anyway, so Dalai Lama is considered as the leader, the spiritual leader, or political leaders of Tibetan people. But his country was invaded by the Chinese communists 1959, and he fled from Tibet to India. Nowadays, so many years he came to the state, but now he getting old. So anyway, he said that even the Chinese communists kill millions of his countrymen and capture his country, and even they criticize him, they put him down, but he still remained calm because he would not hurt his mind. They hurt. Make the point is what I want to say is that the Chinese communists, they hurt his people, they occupy his country, they harm him in the right way, they harm his people, but they don't. They cannot harm his mind. It makes sense, Ivan? You understand that? That's the meaning, right? They say, yeah. So that's why, because he remained calm in all kinds of situations. Let's say in our life, right? Someone we may not get along with each other, so they may give us some kind of negative comments, right? But if we just let them go, it would not affect our mind much. But if we take for as personal, it's be hurtful, right? We may ask, them, we may say, how come you say those things to me? How come you criticize me? How come you harm me wrongly, and so forth and so forth, right? So Ivan, you follow, right? So this is for us, for common people, but for the awakening people or the holy people, they would overcome that. They would not pay attention much about physical harm that may have done, they have been done by other people, right? They always control their mentality. They can calm their mind down. They have that kind of peacefulness, happiness in their mind. Yeah. Anand, is that understandable, Anand? Yeah, Kaylee.
Yes,
Yeah.
I understand it.
Yeah, Kaylee, it's not easy for us, right? When we get some negative criticism from other people, right?
Yeah, I think I need to meditate more time.
The 8 vicissitudes, so you have to remember it, that's one of the things that come up for me when I start getting frustrated. Of course, so a lot of this stuff is kind of like a tape recorder in my head. Praise and blame, fame and disrepute, gain and loss, pleasure and pain. You have to remember it's all part of it.
Yeah, and so as the teacher to Kaylee, right? As teacher, somehow it's not easy for us to accept when someone give us some bad comment, right? The way we teach the children, it's not easy, right?
I don't know, I usually get good comments.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it's not easy for us, right, to accept the negative comment from other people, right?
Definitely, thầy. Yeah, very difficult. Yeah, we human, naturally we're born, we don't take negative too well. But the more we wrap around it, the more we get hurt even more. So best to let go.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so thank you. It's time up now. Let us end today. I will be back next Friday, and on Saturday we have the wedding ceremony for a new couples. Yeah, you're welcome to come. Yeah, we have one more, and then we do another one at the end of this year in Houston too. Yeah. So anyway, so thank you. So see you then. Thank you. See you. Thank you.
Có phận thầy. Chào thầy.
Sharing a lot of evidence.